Sacrificial love. The crossroad of life and leadership. There's a verse in the Bible that refuses to let us stay comfortable. By this we know love, that He laid down His life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for the brothers and sisters. 1 John 3:16. It doesn't whisper. It doesn't suggest. It declares. At its core, it forces us to wrestle with this truth. Real love will cost you something. That's not just a spiritual principle. That's a life principle. That's a business principle. Whether you're leading a family, a company, or a team, the quality of your relationships will always be measured not by what you say, but by what you're willing to give. Let's explore what that really means. The currency of real love. Think about currency. In business, money is the exchange system, the thing we trade for goods or services. In life, the currency of love isn't words, it's a sacrifice. Jesus didn't simply say, "I love you." He proved it at the highest possible cost, His life. Now here's the tension. We live in a culture built on accumulation. Collect more accolades, collect more resources, collect more influence. But 1 John 3:16 tells us love flips the script. The goal isn't to collect. The goal is to release. The question is not what can I get, but what can I give? That's the disruptive economy of sacrificial love. And it has the power to redefine the way you live, lead, and work. From cross to conference room. Here's the real challenge. How does laying down your life translate into your daily grind? Let's pull it out of Sunday language and into Monday reality. At work, laying down your life might mean choosing honesty when a half-truth would protect your reputation. It could look like giving credit to your team rather than hoarding recognition for yourself. Sometimes it means investing your time in developing a struggling employee when it would be easier to cut them loose and move on. In life, it could be as simple as listening deeply when your spouse, child, or friend needs you, even when your schedule is packed and your mind is exhausted. The point is this: love isn't proven in convenience. It's revealed in cost. The microscope view. Let's zoom in on the language John uses. When he writes, "He laid down his life," the original Greek phrase paints a picture of intentionally setting something aside, like laying a valuable object down at someone else's feet. This wasn't passive. Jesus didn't have His life stolen from Him. He placed it down freely. That changes everything. Because if love is intentional, then every day you and I are faced with hundreds of micro-decisions to lay something down. Our pride, our schedule, our comfort, our need to be right. It's death by 1,000 choices. And ironically, that's where life is found. The leadership litmus test. Here's where this lands in business. Sacrificial love becomes the litmus test for leadership. Titles, corner offices, or impressive resumes don't prove leadership. Sacrificial choices do. A leader who sacrifices makes decisions for the good of their people, not just their own metrics. They build trust by consistently laying down ego. They create cultures where collaboration isn't a buzzword, but a lived reality. Think about the leaders who left the deepest mark on you. Was it their charisma, or was it the way they showed up for you when it cost them something? That's the power of sacrificial leadership. The emotional tension. We can't ignore. Here's the part that stings. We all want to receive this kind of love, but few of us want to give it. Because giving hurts. It stretches. It requires us to silence the voice inside that screams, protect yourself, preserve yourself, prioritize yourself. This is why John's words cut through excuses. We ought to lay down our lives, not when it's easy, not when it benefits us, but as a baseline posture of what it means to follow Christ and what it means to be human at our best. The good news? Jesus isn't asking us to go anywhere. He hasn't already gone. He knows the cost, and he promises it's worth it. Professional impact of sacrificial love. Now let's zoom out again. What does this mean for you professionally? It means shifting your mindset from extraction to contribution. Instead of asking, how much can I pull out of this role, this client, this season? Ask, what can I invest here for the sake of others? Professionally, sacrificial love shows up as generosity with your knowledge. It looks like coaching a junior employee, even when there's no obvious ROI. It looks like protecting your team from burnout by stepping into the fire yourself. And ironically, while the world tells you this posture is weakness, it's actually the greatest competitive advantage. Teams led by sacrificial leaders are more loyal, more innovative, and more willing to go the distance. The invitation to live differently. At the end of the day, 1 John 3:16 isn't just a verse to admire. It's an invitation to live differently, to make love costly again, to redefine success in terms of what you give, not just what you gain. And here's the anchor I want you to carry. Each act of sacrificial love, no matter how small, moves you closer to the heartbeat of Jesus and deeper into the kind of leadership the world desperately needs. So let me ask you straight. Where is love inviting you to lay something down today? In your home? At your desk? In that meeting that's coming up? Because love that costs nothing isn't love at all. But love that costs something, it transforms everything.